All right, I'm live. Whew. Goodness. All right. Hello, Jared. Hope you have a good time in Florida. That's awesome. All right. Well, I will get started and start showing my finished objects. I made a soap saver, but I put, if you can see, you see that the ridges? I put scrubby yarn on one side and it's plain on the other, and then you put the soap in. So one side is for exfoliation and the other side is just for washing. I made a washcloth to go with it, just a simple double crochet. And I made two of these little face scrubbies. I put it's scrubby on one side and not on the other. Hey, Mare. Hope you're doing all right. Love you bunches. Hey, Lori. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm still fighting the cold. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Melda. Hey, Regina. How are you? Welcome, everyone. So I made this soap saver sack and this facial scrubby and a washcloth. That I'm gonna use that as like a spa set for a one of my family members. I made a bunch of snowflakes. I'm doing all right, Regina. I'm still fighting this cold. Comes and goes. I hate it. But I made the snowflake. I made 3 of these, and I'm going to try to find a way to stiffen it, so then it can be hung up in a window for my mother-in-law. I made 3 of those. Also for my mother-in-law, I made a bunch of snowflakes. I have this one and that one. I made 2 of each. I don't know if you can really try to see it, but it's really, really soft yarn. And then there's this one, a little one. I made 2 of each. There's 6 of those for her. And I've been making, a friend of mine asked me to make her some boot cups and, sorry, the bag's in the way. Some, sorry guys. Let me put this behind me. That may help. Oh, that does help. Okay. Some boot cups. I haven't figured out what yet to use. I was told to use glue and water, like Elmer's and water, and mix it together and it stiffens it. Wow, that light just really. Let's see if I can turn it down without knocking it over. Oh, that's better. I have color. Some more color than I did anyway. Someone told me to use Elmer's glue and water, mix it up, and then use that. But the Crochet Crowd had a video I haven't watched yet on how he does it, how Mikey does it. So I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do that. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Okay. So I've been doing boot cuffs. I did 4 of these. Hey Teresa, how are you? Welcome. So I made 4 of those, so 2 sets. And then I made one set of these. And then this one, you can either have it up like this, or you can fold down this top part and have it like that over the boot. I thought that was really, really cool how I did that. You can have it up or you can have it down as like a ruffle. So I made a set of those ones. Let's see if I can get it closer so you can see the sparklies in there. Thanks, Regina. So I made those boot cuffs, and then I have these ones that I made that I'm not. It's too much for me personally, but the person I'm making them for said that they liked them. So, and thanks, Becky. And then these ones you can fold down too. This is the same pattern, just different colors. And then you can just fold them down over the boot, or you can leave it up at the top. She wanted me to make these, which are, can anybody guess what this is? Any guesses what this is for? What could this be for? Thanks, Lori. I made 6 of them. Nope, not a headband, Teresa. This has got sparkles in it. You can't really see the sparkles in this white. But I made 2 of each color. Not a headband. Has to do with Christmas. That's a clue. It has to do with Christmas. Nope, not a bookmark. Any more guesses? It's not a headband, not a bookmark. It has to do with Christmas. Sack cinchers, wreaths. No, close. You are very close. You're the closest, Mare. It's not wreaths though, but it's kind of has to do with trees, Christmas trees. So you're pretty close. Nope, not snowflakes. Garland, nope, not garland. Okay. All right, you guys give up. I'm trying to guess what these are for. If I turn it like this, I bet you could guess what this is supposed to go over. I know, right? I sound like Penny. You can guess it now. I'm sure you can. Like, totally. Yes, candy canes. Candy cane holders. These go over the candy cane. You weave this over the candy cane, and it decorates your candy cane. Cool, huh? So she wanted 6 of those, so I made those. I've been busy this week. Been making boot cuffs and spot sets and snowflakes and all kinds of things. I've been doing the Christmas thing, I guess. You can see my tree back there. A little tiny baby tree. That's all I needed for this tiny apartment. And thanks, Teresa. Yeah, so that's what those are for. Those are for candy canes. I'm still working on my grandmother-in-law's shawl. That's my whip. Oh, thanks, Mir. I have 2 more pairs of boot cuffs to make, so that's another whip that I'll be working on this week. Try to think of what else. I'm still unpacking, you guys. That's my Christmas decorations, if you can't see. My bucket of Christmas decorations that I also need to actually put out. I just put my tree up this morning, but I still have the rest of the decorations to do. So how's everybody else doing? Is everybody else, how are you guys doing with Christmas decorations? It's after Thanksgiving, which is my rule. You cannot put decorations up until after Thanksgiving. It's a rule. So who's got all their decorations up already? Nothing, Teresa. I'd rather have no decorations, but my husband likes Christmas decorations. The tree's up, not decorated yet, so you're in progress too. Cool, Lori. So I'm not the only one. That makes sense, Regina. That makes that makes perfect sense as to why you're not decorating. Oh my goodness, this light is hurting my eyes today. It's killing me, you guys. You're not decorating either, Melda? So what is on everybody's hook? What are you guys currently working on? And what have you finished this week? Hat. Cool. What kind of hat? What stitch? Is it knit or crochet? A hat and fingerless gloves. Fingerless gloves are one of my favorite things to wear, so it's one of my favorite things to make. So, crochet. Cool. A hat, last Christmas present. Oh, I made my father-in-law a camo hat. I forgot to grab that. I'll show you guys the camo hat. I crocheted that too. I made his hat. Camo hat for my father-in-law who hunts, so camo is ideal for him. Oh my goodness, I hear sheep, you guys. Hear that? Oh, that's what you're making now? I'll be right back. I hear sheep in my bedroom. Okay, I'm back. You made some cat toys? Awesome. I love cat toys because I love kitties. The Foxtrot shawl. I saw your picture of that. Sorry, guys. It's cold, man. Goodness. A first CTC dish towel. Oh, so you didn't know how to decrease? Huh. It's not hard once you learn. Hello, Pat. How are you? Well, you got to get the hang of it. Um Oh, goodness, you guys. I'm starting a new medicine for my pain. I will be starting it. Actually, today will be my first day, and it will probably be making me sleepy. Has anybody else taken Lyrica? Oh, sore scratchy throat. That's not fun. Yeah, the shows you don't have to decrease. It's just all increase. Yeah. So I remember to grab the camel hat. See, that is the camo hat for my father-in-law. I grabbed that while I was turning the sheep off in my bedroom. I forgot to turn my television off. So, does everybody have their Christmas shopping done or their Christmas crafting done? A twin size blanket. Oh my goodness. That's big, Mare. But you're keeping busy. That's keeping busy sometimes is the best thing when you're dealing with things, especially with loss. Sometimes it's good to keep busy and do things. Oh, it made your restless legs worse? I don't have restless legs, so well maybe I kind of do, I think. I'm trying to figure out the difference between a nervous leg, like bouncing your leg or and moving your leg, and restless leg. Is there a difference? Oh, cool, Pat. A lap blanket. Those things come in handy. I have quite a few of them. I made your son and daughter an Afghan. Cool. What's on it? What's the pattern, Regina? I get it, Teresa. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Yeah, if I didn't have my nephews and other family members dragging me to the Christmas events, I wouldn't do Christmas either, honestly. And my husband likes Christmas, so if it was just me, nope. Ooh, ants in your legs? No, that's not what I have. Hey, Sandy. Glad you hopped on. I'm doing a little better. I still have my cough. It catches every now and then where I'll have a coughing fit. It's not fun. But other than that, I'm doing better than I did last week. Last week, I couldn't hardly breathe at all. It was affecting my asthma. No Christmas for you, Mayor? Oh. Support socks. You just decided not to do Christmas this year, Mayor? I get it. I don't think if I was in your position, I don't think I'd be up for Christmas either. But then again, being with family would be a good thing if you're around other family. That's what we're trying to do for my grandmother-in-law who lost her husband a couple months ago. We think that having Christmas and celebrating helps having family around and not being alone. They come up to your knees? No. My husband, I have always tried to get him to have support socks because he is in a wheelchair all the time. And I always tell him that it's bad for the circulation because if he doesn't have anything for circulation, his legs will turn purple from the knees down. You have a very small family. Well, I'm jealous, Mayor, because Kyle's family likes to get together and I'm not a people person. So I would rather have a small family that just does their own thing. But that's just me. I'm a loner. I'm a wallflower. I like to find my corner at Christmas at family gatherings and stay in my corner. That is cool, Pat. The babies are just fine. They're buried actually right now. They have stuff on top of them. They are in their little bassinet thing I have in the bedroom. Um, it's I'm still unpacking because I unpacked and then I got sick and I'm in pain. I was in a lot of pain when I moved and then now it's hard. I'm dealing with a lot of fibromyalgia pain, which now I'm going to start taking Lyrica starting tonight. I've taken Lyrica before, and I'm hoping it helps to take the edge off. I didn't want to go back onto Lyrica, um, but it looks like that. It looks like that's what's in the cards for me, is to be on Lyrica again. Um, my insurance won't cover the lidocaine patches that really help me, so I do what I gotta do. Yes, they're hiding themselves away from the chaos because I have yarn all over my bedroom, like literally everywhere. Yarn is everywhere. And I have not organized my crafts or my yarn. And that's why all my mess in my bedroom is. Things are crazy. That's cool, Pat. Um, our here they did the giving tree where they had trees and they put hats and gloves and scarves on them um for the homeless, and it was really successful. It was really cool that if you needed it you just took it off the tree, and that was really cool. I really liked it, and so my church donated some hats and gloves to the Giving Tree this year, and it figures they're not doing it this year. They don't think they are, but they said that they will give out hats and gloves to the homeless. So that they have a box that they can go through and take what they want. So that's pretty awesome. It comes in handy. Goodness. Okay, so with this whole new rules thing with YouTube, how's everybody coping with that? I'm kind of I'm stuck because I'm like, well, I was thanks Sandy for reminding everybody hit the like button. I'm stuck because I started reading, and now I'm like, well, does that would be considered targeting children? Um, so now what? I can't read on my channel now. That's why I haven't been doing it, because I'm like, I'm kind of stuck about it. because I really enjoy it. It's something I like to do, but I don't want. I don't have the money for fines, guys. And then the um making amigurumis and stuff. I mean, like, goodness, it's hard to draw a line of, okay, so I can't show that I made this because it would be considered targeting children. Um, but yeah, yeah, I agree, Sandy. I think that it'll just, I think that I don't know, it's really, there are people that have given up their channels because they're afraid of it. Um, I don't know. So what I did was I just set mine up for adults, and that that's very true. You can't there where is the line? There is no line. It's it's stressful. It's just, that's what I was thinking, Mayor. I was thinking, well, you know what? I'm just going to share photos on my Facebook and say, hey, look, I made this amigurumi, or on the crochet um, groups that I'm in. I was just thinking, well, I can have people see my work. Um, yeah, that's smart, Sandy. Yeah, I need to set my reading ones up to private until I figure out what's going on. Um, right now they're set to adult, um, but I mean, not for children, not adult, just not for children. But I think I'm going to do my reading ones and set them private until further notice. Um, right, Regina. It's, my nephew watches YouTube constantly, like hours a day on YouTube. And I have heard some language that is definitely not for his 8-year-old ears, that um I think a lot of parents don't even honestly care. Yeah. It's, I don't know. Kids are going to find a way. Kids are going to find access to things that are not for children, that are not for children. My goodness, my nephew, he actually is logged in on his 19-year-old brother's account and watches videos from there. So he can watch anything he wants. So, I mean, that's how he doesn't even have an account. He uses his brother's and watches stuff. So they're gonna watch what they watch anyway, and it's a thing. Because I mean, I've seen it. A lot of parents. I've seen parents say, "Hey, do you want to watch YouTube?" And they're logged in onto their parents' account watching whatever. So, what is this accomplishing? Because really, when kids watch YouTube, are they watching it on their on their own account, their own personal account. You have your Christmas tree set up, Becky? Awesome. Yeah, I have mine. I just did that this morning, and there's my bucket of stuff I still need to put out. I got my Charlie Brown tree and my leg lamp I still have to put out. And, I don't know where I'm gonna put this stuff. Oh, my leg lamp. I just figured out where I'm gonna put that. Awesome. Just figured it out. I have to. Right, Sandy. You're right. It's confusing. Like my husband's channel, he hasn't put any content on it yet, but for his channel is talking about they talk about cartoons, but they'll also talk about the like adults. They talk about 90s nostalgia stuff. So they're talking about cartoon series that they liked in the 90s and stuff like that. Where's the line for that? You know, he's not targeting children. He's talking about nostalgia 90s stuff, cartoons he used to watch, things like that. It's confusing. It's crazy. So, who here is a starving artist? So me. That's so me, you guys. Me. And this new thing about the YouTube is going to make us starving artists starve even more. If we can't show our work, we can't sell our work. If we can't show our skills, how are we going to excel? People, and it is so, oh my goodness, it is so hard that that people don't have an understanding of how many hours of work goes into what how many hours of work goes into any project, like with crochet knit, Lori, I mean, you get it. And then there was the reborns. Oh my goodness, the reborns. That's a lot of work too. And it's artists. But people don't want to pay for how much time and how much the materials cost. Is there a solution to that? Does anybody have any suggestions on how this can work? Three years to make it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it takes so long. Some of these things take so long. All right, Sandy, love you. See ya. Have fun with your company. Yeah, the materials keep going up. The price of materials, the price of what we're using for our art, because I wholeheartedly believe that what we create is our art. It's ours. It is our our work, and I don't think people have like this snowflake. Like, I don't think people have a concept of how long it takes to make a snowflake. Something that looks so small. Like, look, it's about the size, right here. Handful. That people don't understand how much time that takes. That's not just a few seconds. That is not just a half a minute. It takes time and effort and brain power to do these things. And people don't want to pay for that. And that's why there are so many starving artists, why we have so many starving artists. And it's sad. I saw a post on Facebook that was talking about how crochet is one of the crafts that cannot be replicated by a machine. Knitting, they have the knitting machines. There's the knitting machine. There's a loom. That's an art on itself. I mean, there's so many things that you can make with a loom. But those things kind of help. But crochet doesn't have a machine. Crochet doesn't have a machine. So this is unique. A machine can't do this. And it takes time. So it's hard to put a price on your work that people would consider a fair price, and that you would consider your work in what your work is worth. And those are not the same numbers. If you ask somebody, hey, how much for this? And you tell them, and then they look at you like, you've got to be kidding me. I can get one of those. I can get a hat at Walmart for $1, and you're talking $7. That's a cheap hat. $5 to $7 for a hat. And they're like, I can get one at Walmart for $1. We'll go to Walmart for $1 and get one, but it's not going to be crocheted, and it's not going to be my art. But people don't want to pay that when they can get 5 hats for the same price. See, Lori, yours is up even higher than mine. It's just, it's hard to, it's not as warm. That is very true, Regina. It is not as warm as a crochet hat. It's crazy. Oh, all right. See you, Pat. Have a good day. God bless. Yeah, what do we do? Hello, H Con. How are you? So like this. Right, on Etsy. Oh my goodness, right? Like, I go on Etsy and I'm like, what? I'm doing great. Yeah. Hey, Dana, how are you? Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We are talking about the price of our art. currently. We are talking about the price of our art. Messy bun beanies for $25. Yeah. And people, a lot of people are like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, see, my hat, like this one for my father-in-law, is a simple beanie. And since it's for my father-in-law and it is from my another relative to him, I charged her $7 for me to make it. That's family. Yeah. Your sea turtle blankie for $120. You have a good concept of what your time and your art is worth. But the problem with knowing what your art is worth is that it's hard to find someone to buy that. Yeah. Undercut the competitors, right? It's hard. It's hard to, when somebody asks, hey, can you make this? And then you tell them for how much, and they just look at you like you're insane. That's the way I am too. H. I I'm the same way. I suffer from depression and I deal with it, and um sometimes unfortunately you do feel like anything is better than nothing. And that's it. It's hard. Right, Regina. Right. That is a very good point, Dana, that you devalue everyone else's work. Um, yeah, because it does it does yeah, it does devalue everyone else's work because of, yeah. Yeah, I have bipolar disorders, bipolar 2, which is the depressive side. And I fight suicidal thoughts on an average of a biweekly basis. um, so when you deal with um, that, um, it's hard to bring. It's hard to feel like you're worth that much. So you feel like what is my time worth? And sometimes sometimes it does. It you feel like, or you beat yourself up because it isn't perfect stitches. Um it's it's hard. But you need to count yourself as, hey, I'm a human being and I have worth. I'm gonna throw some moderators in here. That's why I got quiet, guys. I'm gonna make some people some moder. Change some people into, make some people some moderators so we can have some. There we go. I added a few of you guys. A few of you are now moderators. Just to be safe. All right. Just to be on the safe side. Sorry, this cold is driving me insane. Yes, you have a blue dress now, Dana. You have a blue dress. Yes, Melda. Prices of goods have gone up. Prices of everything has gone up. And it's that in itself is hard to make things and yeah, accept wages, exactly. The price of everything else. That's true, Mayor. Unless the beanie is made poorly with crappy yarn, you're hurting yourself. That's true. That's very true. Because if you don't value your work and you put your price at a low amount and people will expect that from you, then if you're if you think that if you eventually right, Dana? Right. There you go, Melda. They'll miss your beanies. There you go. They'll miss your beanies. Yep. So, wow, I've been on here for almost for 50 minutes now. So I think, me personally, I need to try to value my work more. And I just started doing that. I just started wanting to progress to where I'm like, you know what, my time is worth something, and I'm going to charge people for my time and my work. And so now my problem is, um, people that I just gave stuff to are expecting me just to make stuff for free and give stuff to them. So that's something to think about. Yeah, what is an Ardith cow? What is an Ardith cow? I've never heard of an Ardith cow. A mandala Afghan. Ooh, sounds fancy. I want to see. I'm going to have to look that one up. Oh, awesome. You put the link on. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Appreciate it. I will look at that link when I'm done with this. Well, that's good that you donate. I'm glad for you that it makes you happy, and I do that too. So, I'm going to have to look at this Ardith cow. Oh, I'm ready for a nap. I think, oh, this is like my nap time. Why did I choose this exact time for a live when this is my nap time during the day? Why do I do that? That's cool. I think I would like that, to have a bunch of people helping me out with more complicated things. The cow. I've never done a cow though, because I don't ever have the right yarn before a cow starts. I don't have the money for that. Um, Thank you, Becky. Um, Goodness. I don't know about that. I think my husband's pretty emotionally intelligent. They're hard to find though. See, you didn't have the yarn either. That's one thing. I don't like. I wouldn't want to start late and play catch up. Um, that's that's one thing that I'm not a fan of. I'd like to be ahead of the game. I like to be early to things, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't like playing catch up on projects. Uh, I hear a car pulling into the driveway. Hey, who turned my camera on? There, that's better. Well, I'm going to go. I am tired. And okay, Dana has she can actually tell me that I am right about this. When you live in Ohio, there's no sun. Like the sun does not come out. It only comes out rarely in the cold months. And oh my goodness, it makes me want to sleep and hibernate for eternity, like forever until spring. And I am exhausted all the time. I'm tired all the time. And it does bother my pain too. But right, Dana, you were just here in Ohio not too long ago, like what, yesterday, and um, it's dark here, isn't it? Like there's no sun. It's craziness. There's no sun. I got lucky that we got some sun yesterday morning, which was amazing. But usually there's no sun. It's nuts. And so maybe that's why I'm always yawning when I'm on my lives because there's no sun here in Ohio in the winter. And maybe that's what it is. Right, Dana. There is no sun here in Arkansas too. It's like, oh my goodness, I just want to hibernate, you guys. I just want to sleep all day because it's the evening all day. Whereas there is no there's no daylight here. You're still here. See, there's no sun here. You are still here in Ohio. You see it. The lights for therapy. The thing about artificial lights though is that they cause headaches for me. Like this light, this is causing a headache. This light to actually so you guys can see my face. It it causes headaches. It's um so I can't win. I can't win. Yeah, it's cloudy all the time. Um, but we just don't see the sun like at all here. Like there's no sun ever, it seems. Um, and one time, like last January, I went to Florida to go rescue my friend, and I was like, "There's sun here." And then we came back from Florida back to Ohio where it was freezing cold, and we were like, "We want to go back to where there's sun." It was crazy because it's just cloudy all the time. It's it no wonder bears hibernate in the winter because they don't want to look at this either. I'm just saying. They don't want to stare at this. Yeah. It makes me want to go to sleep. It makes me feel like it is 10 p.m. it's it's icky out. It's just all vitamin D supplements. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of taking because there's a serious lack of vitamin D going on here in the wintertime. There is. Um it's crazy. I take vitamin D also for my fibromyalgia pain too, to help with that. I was told that it helps a lot. All right. Well, I'm going to go and I will see you all next week, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully, maybe I'll have some sun that day. That would be great. And I love you all so very much. And I hope you have a good week. Bye. God bless.